This is Violet Blue for Geek Entertainment Television, standing in for the usual correspondent who is off at the Scientology Center getting her auditing. I'm here today interviewing Graham Leggat.
Free stress test?
She's getting... No, actually, she's trying to become one of those OT people so that she can become a breeder for Tom Cruise. So we're all pulling for her.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Excellent, excellent. So tell me what you do and why you're here today, please.
I'm the executive director of the San Francisco Film Society, which is the presenter of the San Francisco International Film Festival. And I'm here to announce our slate of programs and events for the 49th International.
Excellent. And what is the URL and what are the dates of the festival?
Actually, we have three websites. The simplest one is the acronym for San Francisco Film Society, so it's sffs.org. And then there are two others, sf360.org.
Don't hold out on me.
And sfiff.org.
So this is really exciting. There was just a big, huge press conference here, and in the front row there were a bunch of bloggers. So, and you talked a little bit about how you're interested in having new media and citizen media sort of talk about the festival and cover the festival. Can you explain that a little bit to our viewers?
Well, to us and probably to bloggers out there and to you when you're not doing your interviewing, this would be self-evident. I mean, this is how it should be. Bloggers should be part of this environment. They are part of the public sphere. They are part of cyberspace. And we are more than happy to fold them into our events as we would other members of the press. I mean, they're not exact. I mean, it's not exactly press. There's a spectrum between folks who are keeping very personal journals and folks whose work is read as often as national newspapers in some ways. And we're interested in everybody along that spectrum. So we would very much like to encourage bloggers to come to report on, discuss, criticize, talk about the festival.
Well, you were talking a little bit earlier about the fact that you have a program where filmmakers are actually being invited to stay in people's homes.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about that as well?
Sure. It won't be Ed Harris. Ed Harris won't be staying in somebody's house. He'll be staying at this hotel.
So Werner Herzog isn't sleeping on your couch?
Herzog's not on my couch, especially not if he brings Brad Dourif, because I'm scared of Brad Dourif.
You can stay on my couch.
Yeah, they can stay on your couch. We invite members to do homestays, to take in for 2 or 3 days or a week, filmmakers, often younger filmmakers, short filmmakers, international filmmakers, and it's supervised by our guest services department because, you know, we don't want anybody tied up in anybody's basement or...
That's too bad. It would make a great film.
Yes, it would make a great film. How I Kidnapped Fernando Solanas.
I'm really curious, what in your opinion, what might be some of the most controversial films you have this year?
Controversial? Well, that's interesting. Well, let's see. Well, the controversies arise around race and class and sexuality and forbidden topics like that.
Well, do you have a couple of titles that you think will have a strong reaction?
I do. The Bridge, about suicides off the Golden Gate Bridge. American Blackout, about Bush stealing the election from black people and disenfranchising black voters in Florida during the last election when Kerry lost. Who Killed the Electric Car? Simon Liang's Wayward Cloud, which is a musical porn film. Let's see, The Descent, the horror film, will rock some people.
And the final question I wanted to ask you is, I noticed that when you were up in front of everybody, you fielded a number of questions about race and representation and diversity in your plan, in your program this year. And I just want to ask you a question on behalf of all of the militant lesbian kayakers of Afghanistan, why we're not represented in your directorial lineup.
Yeah, that's a blind spot on our part. We were concentrating on this year on militant lesbian handicapped people, and just took our eye off the kayakers, and for that I'm deeply apologetic.
That's terrible. Well, we'll have to get some armless kayakers involved in filmmaking as soon as possible.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Graham Leggat, for talking with Geek Entertainment Television.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.